Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SRA's final round of the Oval Tour that we have been hosting for the last, I think it's a month or 2 months now. We are coming live tonight from Ipswitch. I think it's from the United States. We will start the streaming shortly. Qualifying should be getting to a close now, and then we will be going live with the racing. We'll have 2 rounds of racing and 1 final for tonight. So thank you very much for joining us. With me in the commentating booth will be Melvin Host tonight, and he will be with us shortly.
Hey there, Tommy.
Good evening, Melvin. How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad yourself. Yeah, exciting race tonight. As you said, now we've moved continents. We've gone over to the UK, which is the fun thing of sim racing. You can race anywhere in the world, and it doesn't cost you a cent. But yeah, we're in the UK tonight on Ipswich, a very well-known track. I was actually there a couple of years back, and wow, what a track to be there and actually see the cars and the competitors. It's amazing. Very high embankments on the inside, very narrow track, very fast track. So interesting fact tonight, as you said, only 3 races. They've gone and they've put everybody on one track. So where we had 8 or 9 cars per heat, we've got the whole lot together on the grid. So it should give for some entertaining dicing and, well, possibly and hopefully not some big pranks.
Now, Melvin, I was watching the stream a bit, or well, the guys practicing a bit earlier on. Luckily, everyone will be starting on the track, so there won't be any incidents with drivers leaving or entering the track from the pit. Because there was quite a few incidents where you can't really see who's coming down the straight, and then you leave the pits, and then you're right in front of a few cars, which makes it quite a bit interesting and tricky at the same time. But I'm pretty sure that tonight will be extremely good racing, seeing that it is a full pack. Currently having 18 drivers in the server that's busy doing the qualifying. So I can only imagine this is going to be action-packed and super quick and a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, we're going to miss qualifying because of the new format. But once the races start, you'll be right up there, and I'll be loading in. And I think between the two of us, we can more or less follow the racing quite good. And I can assure you, Dan has got quite a good lead on the championship. He's also the main sponsor of the event, Mr. Oval Track, as we've come to know him in SRA. Sadly for him, he's had to adapt very quick to circuit racing, and he's been making a good job of it. But oval racing is his baby, it's his love, and he has been dominating the series. So he's going to look in. His plan for tonight will basically just get the points, get it home, and try to take the trophy home.
No, definitely, Melvin. If I'm actually having a look on the championship standings at the moment, sorry guys, I won't be able to show it on the stream. But we've got in first position Dani van Rooyen, second is Jason Lewismoor, Blake in third, Dennis Knutse in fourth, Matthew van der Merwe fifth, Rowan Bauer in sixth, Martin Meintjes in seventh, Hernas Besson in eighth, Dylan Visagi in ninth, and Stefan Sparks in 10th. And Melvin, to be honest with you, there's about between 10th and 5th position, there's about only like 20 points difference between them. So any slight mistake that you make tonight can cost you big time tonight.
The thing is, the guys were talking today, and we were looking at the times, and they're about half a second between the entire field. Now, in oval track terms, that's massive. But once the racing starts and you're in traffic and it gets tight, it's not much. So you can't call it. It's got to be a matter of keeping it clean, getting to the finish, and not messing it up. And because it's a final, they know everything is up for grabs. The guys will be pushing it to the limit. That I can assure you.
Well, Melvin, I'm sorry, I'm giggling a bit here. I just got a message from my sister here. She actually went and shared our, well, Sergio Abrams actually went and shared our live link on a Facebook page called A Racers Blog. And there's about 8.7 thousand, it says here. So it's 8,700 members on that site. So let's see what we can get from them tonight.
Well, guys, if you join in, everybody's welcome to SRA. Earlier tonight, if you've been watching the chats, it was almost SRA's name almost changed to SRP, because lately we've had an influx of pitters, and these guys, if your name is Peter, you're faster than them. So if your name is Peter, you haven't got a rig, buy one, because they seem to fly around the track. I think we've lost Tommy there. He's gone dead. Tommy, you with us?
Yeah, no, I'm here. Sorry, I was just sorry. I had to pay attention to someone in the background as well. Well, Melvin, I'm actually very excited for tonight's racing. I mean, it's going to be the first time, except now for last week, where we had that little bit of fun with that last race with all the members on the track at the same time. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be extremely interesting. I hope there's not going to be too much contact or incidents, but like we know in oval track racing, it is bound to happen. So let's just sit back and enjoy the show that the guys will be giving us.
If you look into last week's racing, the guys were so behaved so nicely. They enjoyed it so much they went for a second race, a fun race for all. And that was awesome to watch.
I know,
That was
definitely.
absolutely fantastic.
It was, and we had very good feedback, and everyone that was participating had only good things to say about it.
Well, we see Warwick in the background there, Mr. Server. This guy, you never see him race, you never hear him talk. He's always in the background. Just want to thank him again tonight. Warwick, thanks so much, buddy. He is so into the organization stuff that he's literally just sent a photo on WhatsApp saying, okay, my glass is empty, but I can't walk away to fill it up. Of course, he's got about 5 or 6 screens in front of him, just running servers, getting the cars into the groups, getting the guys loaded, getting everything ready. Just want to thank him so much. Peter running the series. He's been up 24/7, updating the cars, doing skins, getting everything ready for tonight. A lot of stuff going on in the background, Tommy, and I don't think we actually never thank these guys enough for the input they give. You doing the stream tonight, your little sis sitting back there supporting you. I mean, there's so much family and friends involved in this, and we never actually thank the people for that.
Alvin, it's not that we don't thank them at all. We do that on a regular basis, but how can you thank someone enough for all the effort that they put into this? Like you said, Warwick does all the servers. He hasn't been racing in a while because he's just managing the servers. Peter still races with us, but he does all the cars and things in the background, and not a lot of people know the amount of work that goes in there. Even you also one of the founding members that also helps organizing and making sure that everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, and goes out and finds sponsors and just gets everything ready. And speaking about sponsors, we've actually got a few for this event. Our main sponsor is Maximum Effort. They do any customized bumpers and 4x4 equipment. Then we've got CPC as well. We've got P-Tech Performance Exhaust, and then we've got TPS Welding as well. Thank you guys for all of your input and your efforts into sponsoring this series and for helping us to make this a major success.
The guys have put in a lot of money, and the money up for grabs tonight, I think in total is about, what, 6,000 or 7,000? And it is close. Everybody is racing for that little extra just to buy a new
net vir Mark is besig
headset
met livestream en
or
ek kan nie nou
whatever.
my foon
the new
antwoord
thing
nie. Sy
now
probeer my bel.
coming to sim racing is the VR headsets, and they are up for grabs for immensely cheap prices. So I think the winner tonight, and I have spoken to him, if he pulls it off, that will be his next big buy.
Yeah, no, definitely a win like this can help you improve on your equipment or wherever you need it. It does help out a lot.
Ultima, I see the server's not up yet, so I reckon they're still in qualifying. Sadly, you guys will have to contend with us. I don't know if you've got a video loaded there for the guys to entertain them.
Well, Melvin, to be honest with you, race 1 server is open. I'm busy loading in. Not too sure if you can load in on your side yet.
I'm going to try.
And then we can get this racing going tonight.
Refresh. There we go. Okay, so they are loading in. Tommy, this track, I mean, it's an international track. It's a well-known track. As I said earlier, I was there before. That's the first time I saw a full-blown Ford Focus space frame back in 2002 or 3. I can't remember. I'm old. And they offloaded the thing on a trailer, and I went bonkers, and I thought, wow, this thing is going to kill it. And the next moment, they offloaded about 47 of the similar cars. So it is unbelievable, the actual history of this track and the cars they drive there. So it's actually going to be good to see what the local guys can do out here on a track that is fully simulated and laser scanned to the actual track.
Yeah, no, it is going to be quite interesting to see what the guys can do. I mean, we've been only doing local tracks here in South Africa on this league, and if I'm not wrong, this will be the first international track that we're doing. So again, it's another first for SRA that we're doing a national oval or national hot rod tour, and now we are also doing an international one as well.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it wasn't the plan, but we decided, okay, let's do an international one. Let's get some international flavor into the thing. And I mean, it is a lovely track. It is honestly a really, really great track.
Well, Melvin, I'm just going to double check something with you, and I do apologize for it. But you said last week once you were on the track, you just left the car or the time to run out. You didn't press drive, and then it automatically threw you back to the pits. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so I'm just going to hang around and not press drive, and hopefully it does the same to me, and then we can get the racing starting soon.
Well, I had to literally change my sound settings, so I had to press drive. So what I'll be doing is once the racing starts, you'll be on the track and sorting stuff while I will try to head back to pit before they get to me.
Not a problem, Melvin. Is there anyone on the live stream that's busy watching that we can greet? Maybe check the sound and things to make sure that all of the things is ready for tonight and that there's no hassles. Well, Melvin, to be honest, we've got 10 seconds left before the start of this race. So the lights on.
Counting down.
You're on the track. Maybe you're going to be a bit faster to view the cars and things. So
well,
let's hope for
not necessarily.
Well, Melvin, race has started and we've got Donnie out in front with Blake shortly behind him. And there is already quite a few dices going with Matthew van der Merwe. That's also right there behind. Sorry, that was Jason Lewismoor and Rowan Bauer as well. I just want to change the camera view here. There we go. Okay, so we've got Donnie van Rooyen in first, Blake Krieger in second, Rowan Bauer in third, Dennis Knutz in fourth, and Jason Lewismoor in fifth. And it seems like Donnie is running away with this one at the moment. He's currently 0.3 of a second ahead of Blake Krieger, who's right on the heels of him, and Rowan Bauer is right there as well. Oh, and there was major contact between, I think that's Davy Blighnout and Blake. Hey, that's a bit of a sad one for him there. But we've got a nice dice going here between...
Another bit of impact there. Sorry, Tommy, for interrupting. Yeah, I've gone to a different view. I'm watching this from the VR, so I get more of a view on the track here. And wow, that was a big one there. I think it was Blake that was involved in that. After coming back onto track, he just got bumped from behind big time.
Well, Melvin, it seems like there is a bit of a slower car on the track that is busy getting past, but he keeps to the inside of the track. And we've got Dennis Knutze in third position with Jason Lewismoor right behind him, and they're actually battling it out for third position here. And then in the front, we've got Donnie van Rooyen that is busy overtaking a back marker as well, who is JP Bottas, which is our only controller driver in this series that we've got. And he's actually doing pretty well on the control. He's quick, he's always on the track, and he's really doing the best that he can out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to just sit up on the seat here now, and Donnie's moving. He is on a mission. He's really trying to get a gap, and he wants to back the points and get it in there because every single round counts for points. The interesting thing tonight is, if I have it correct, the fastest car for the final will start at the back. So if Donnie's going to keep on winning, he's going to start right at the back. And this track is not easy to pass on.
And I can see as I'm jumping through the camera views, as the guys are getting up to the back markers, it is quite difficult to get a place to pass. However, the back markers is trying to keep the line, and the guys that are fast, unfortunately, has to battle it out and look for opportunity and a place to actually make a move. Oh, and there was bad contact there between Dennis Knutze and one of the back markers, unfortunately. And that was on the live stream. But the guys are trying their best to stay out of the way and still maintain their own racing position at the same time.
We see JP Bottas coming here, big spin just now. He's on the infield going off the gravel. He's got to have his tires full of gravel now, so he's going to be slow from the word go.
No, like we said, this is quite realistic. So once you go off the track and you rejoin, you have that dirt on your tires and don't have that instant grip as you are used to. So it takes a bit of time to get that grip back again.
Well, Down is definitely flying. He's just pulling away. He is in a league of his own. And we have another big contact there. I'm not sure. I think that is the car of Jason Lewismore. Not pretty sure there.
Well, Jason Lewismore's actually running in third position and not too far behind Rowan Bauer, who is in second position. So they're actually busy battling it out here for second position at the moment.
Well, Jason actually not feeling well tonight. Early on the chat, he said he's not going to race tonight, but I see his car on track, so he's decided, well, the hell with illness, I'm going to race. And I mean, that will hamper his concentration for sure.
No, definitely. But again, that just shows you the dedication of the drivers that is part of the series. Even when they're feeling a bit sick or not good, they still jump in and still race.
I can't see the results here, but I'm looking at the blue Peugeot of Matthew van der Merwe. He is quite high for the championship. Where is he currently running in the positions?
Well, Matthew van der Merwe is currently running in fifth position. Well, to give it a bit of a breakdown on the grid, we've got Donnie in first, second is Rowan Bauer, third is Jason Lewismoore, fourth is Dennis Knutzer, fifth is Matthew van der Merwe. Then we've got JP Boertes in sixth, Jason in seventh, Conrad Janssen van Rensburg in eighth, Peter Grobler in ninth. Then we've got Nivot in 10th, Blake Krieger in 11th, Stefan Sparks in 12th, Aras Basson 13th, JP Boertes in 14th, Dennis Visagi 15th, 16th is Blighnout, and 17th is Peter Geldenhuis.
Okay, so Peter obviously had an off somewhere. Last night we saw him in the touring cars and he was absolutely killing it. Same with Robbie's, but the oval track is a completely different ball game than circuit racing.
Yeah, no, it is a big difference. I mean, I was racing with them last night, and I had a huge battle with Peter Geldenhuis and Peter Grobler, both of them. And they did exceptionally well, but like we said, oval track and circuit racing is very much different to each other.
Well, I'm just watching the winner here. The race obviously over as Dane pulls off into the infield. You can see him completely relaxed. He's got no rush. He just literally pulled right in front of the commentating grid and just standing there. So well done there, Dane. I mean, he just opened his lead gap, championship lead, and I think that's all he's going for tonight. Just get the points in, make sure he finishes up in front of his competitors, and he'll take the championship.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, Melvin, while we wait, let's do a little bit of a promo video, and then we'll get back to the racing as soon as the server is up and going again.
Cool.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back after that interval video that we've got from Maximum Effort, our main sponsor for this series that we are busy doing. And I'm not too sure, but I actually enjoyed the racing of the first race. I hope that you had a good time watching that as well. We've got the second race that's coming up. We're just waiting for the server to get loaded and up and going. But in the meantime, I'll try and keep you company as far as I can and as best as I can. I see there's quite a few people that are busy watching our stream. Good evening to everyone, and thank you for joining us and popping in and saying hi. Feel free to have a chat on the live stream. You're more than welcome to join us on our Discord channel. The links are all below, as well as the WhatsApp group. If you are new to sim racing or even a bit more, how can I say this now? Sorry for that. A bit more serious into the racing, you're also welcome to join us. We've got a few fun servers that's coming up, and we've got a few new leagues that we are busy working on. So shortly we will start getting that up and going as well.
Hmm. Okay, Tommy, I'm back. What I missed?
Well, Melvin, to be honest with you, unfortunately, I've been talking to myself, seeing that my mic was muted, and I've been having a very long conversation all on my own. Thank you to my sister that told me there's no sound on the stream coming through.
Well, that happens to the best of us. Anyway, so the guys going into the second race, which is obviously race 2 of the 3. I see the guys slowly but surely loading in onto the server, if I'm correct. Just got to double check.
Yes, most of the guys has loaded in already, so we've got, I think it's another full grid of 18 drivers that's out here tonight. So second race gonna be interesting. We've got the guys starting in different positions as well. So we're gonna have to see. Do you think that Donnie will be able to make it through the pack? He's starting right at the back in 17th position. So it's gonna be quite interesting to see if he can make it through or not.
Yeah, I think Darius, I mean, he is Absolutely brilliant in these stars. And he's got this Fiesta dialed in so good. I'm actually walking around on track now, to be honest. Tommy, so that plan of yours that I gave you the idea of, did it work?
Yes, no, it did work. If I don't press start, it jumps back to the pits automatically. And then I can just hit start as we get the race going. So I'm busy watching here, and we're going to have to wait for the first lap to finish before I can actually get the camera views going. Fortunately, my controls is locked for 20 seconds, so it's a bit of a problem. But we'll get the stream going as soon as possible.
I'm not sure what's going on here, whether I've been disconnected or whether it's just a problem on the server side, but I've got no cars on track.
Yeah, it shows by me that the race is going, but I can't see anyone on the track at the moment.
I think we might have a server issue here.
Yes, it seems like it. It says on my side that the server is unavailable. So I'll quickly check in with our server man Warwick and just find out what's going on. Sorry for the delay, guys. Server crashed.
Okay, so not sure if you guys can hear me. Massive electronics flopsy there. I can assure you we're on it trying to sort it out.
Well, Melvin, the server has been restarted, so you are welcome to rejoin the server. And then we can get this racing going. Sorry for the delay, guys. Sorry for that. Unfortunately, we do have that little bit of a technological gremlin that runs around every now and then and just pulls the plug on us. But we have caught him and sorted him out.
I thought I was at the wrong track, to be honest.
that would have been a little bit of a problem, seeing that you're supposed to be at the same track as what we are.
Oh, I was late. I don't know.
Like you said, that's the good thing with the sim racing. You can actually travel between continents sitting in your living room. So, yeah, this was a bit of a hiccup. And if you were on the wrong track, I'm sorry for that.
Well, Tommy, help me out here. I think we've got Steven Sparks starting on pole on the right, not shoes on the left of him. I haven't got all the skins in here. We see Peter Grobler starting in third. Fourth place, Matthew van der Merwe. Fifth place, Martin Mankies. Sorry, I just call him Mankies. Jason Lewismore, I think that will be Blake Kruger in seventh, if correct.
Yes, that's correct.
Donnie almost, more than a quarter of a lap behind the guys. So he's got his work pulled off here. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 cars. The problem is everybody has been uploaded onto the server pre-race. So some of the guys not showing, meaning there's empty grid slots, which is a bit of an unfair advantage to the guys starting at the back. But again, advantage because they can really push it now. There is no traffic in front of them. So it's got to be a very, very interesting race to watch. Actually, I'm missing Peter Geldenhuys in here.
Yeah, I can't really see who is loaded in. Well, I can actually see who's loaded in. Leandre Sparks is not currently loaded in, and neither is Arnes.
Arnes' car is on the grid.
And Peter Geldenhuys is also not loaded in, so I'm not too sure what's going on. I think Geldenhuys disconnected in the first race. I don't know if he maybe has some technical issues or what might be going on there, but let's hope that he'll be back for the final race. Well, Melvin, it's 10 seconds left in the countdown for the race to start.
Well, I'm going to follow the lead, guys, and try and give you updates as you get back onto the...
Please do, as my controls is locked for a little bit, so I won't be able to stream
we see them going off. Steven Sparks in the lead. Peter Geldenhuys diving off the inside. He's going for second place. Will he pull it off? He's there side by side. Peter going into second place there. There's Tap, and we've lost one of the figures. Peter Grobler, sorry. Peter Grobler now in second place. Steven Sparks leading it. Matthew in third. Jason Lewismore on the inside of Martin Mankies as he takes 4th place. Martin dropping into 5th. Blake Kruger up into 6th. Where's Donnie? Donnie is right at the back. I don't know if something happened there, but Donnie is about half a lap, almost a lap off. And there we see Hannes Basson, and is that Dennis Knutzer? I'm not sure who that is. As I said, I've got no names, but they both went off now. Donnie way at the back, almost half a lap down. So I missed whatever happened there. There's big contact there. Peter Grobler off, Matthew van der Merwe off. The 2 SSRL cars together now. I think that will be Blake Creer and not sure the other driver. That's Jason. There. Is that Jason?
It's Jason Nell. It's Jason Nell and Blake Creer. It's actually nice to have Jason Nell back for a change, eh, Melvin?
Yeah, sadly Jason lost his father-in-law and he was out of. Oh, and the 2 teammates takes each other out. So no love here tonight. These guys are really, well, yeah, I wouldn't say they're racing hard. They're just playing dirty, to be honest.
Well, Melvin, I don't think that was
intentional, but there's so many cars on track. We've got Steven Sparks in the lead, Martin Mankies in 2nd, and Jason Lewismore in 3rd, and he's pushing it. He's trying to get away past. It seems like Peter has come back. He's back up to 4th place. 5th is JC Botha. 6th is one of the Skiroctus. 7th is Dennis Knutzer, I think. 7th is either Blake or Nell. I'm just following the cars here, buddy.
Yeah, no, definitely, Melvin. It is a bit difficult when you don't have the names and things to show you, but we've got Jacques Botha that's in 4th position, and we've got that is Blake Krieger that is in 6th position, and Dennis Knutzer that's in 5th position.
Oh, but we've got a
big dice that's going up on the front with back
massive
markers.
Battle. Jason on the outside of Stephen Parks. Did you see that? That was Jason is on a mission. Lewismore is going for the win. He doesn't care what's happening with the championship. He just wants to take the checkered flag.
Oh, no, definitely. And he's actually busy pulling a gap. He's doing 0.5 of a second faster per lap than what Stefan Sparks is doing. So he's really going to start pulling a gap now. But I can see Martin Mankies that's also coming up here on Stefan Sparks with Jacques Botha that's right there as well. That's also in the pack with Peter Grobler. It's a back marker. Unfortunately, there was some major contact between them. And then we've actually got Dani van Rooyen, who has been dropped all the way back, and he's busy coming up the pack. He's all the way up in 8th position now.
I was saying 9th now, from what I can count. But he is moving. He is on a mission. A lot of incidents happening. Sadly, and Jason touches the wall. Is that Jason that's off? It looks like it, yeah. Jason has gone off. That will give the lead to Martin Mankies.
Oh, and there was major contact here between Stefan Sparks and Peter Grobler. So yeah, we've got Martin Mankies in 1st position with Jason Lewismore in 2nd, right behind him. And Jason is really pushing it hard to take that lead back from Mankies again.
Well, Martin won his first ever race. That's going to be the interesting thing. I'm going to follow him now, because Jason is all over Mankies in that Ford Fiesta. And
I'm also going to stick to this 2 year in the front. So I'm sorry about that. But there is a lot of contact out on the track tonight. The guys is going to have to do some serious panel beating for tonight once this race is done.
I mean, they've lost it. It's just not even funny anymore. I'm just looking around the track. Donnie's still going, so Donnie's still out there. He is going for the championship. I think he's just trying to keep it clean, and it's working for him. I think he's up to 6th now, if I'm correct.
He's actually in 5th position with Rowan Bauer just ahead of him. Well, there's quite a bit of a gap between them. There's about 5 seconds between the two of them, and there is back markers all over the track.
Jason gets taken out by one of the SSRL guys who just turned around on track. And we've got Jason Lewismore running it. Jason Lewismore just went really turly. He's just flipped it over onto the roof, back onto the wheels, and he's just continuing. There we see JC Botha's going off. Dani gets through this. I don't know how. I think it's a sprint driving experience that just helps him, because that Fiesta is still in prime condition, and he's just building up from dead last half a lap down. Dani is up to, I think, 4th now, if not higher.
Dani is actually in 3rd position, and we've got Martin Mankies that will be taking his... Oh, I almost jinxed him, but there was a bit of contact between him and some back markers. But he kept it nicely together, and he's actually going for the win here. But we've got Dennis Knutzer that's right behind him and might take it away from him. But at least he does not do that. Martin just took his first SRA oval track win.
Well, congratulations there to Martin. The guy's absolutely losing it at this stage. I think I might be dropping out quickly. I will be back with you in the commentating booth in about a minute and a half.
Right, Marvin, you can go and have a chat with the guys there in the driver's chat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the first race, and our finishing positions for this race is Martin Meintjes, Dennis Knutse, Dani van Rooyen, Conrad Jansen van Rensburg, Matthew van der Merwe, Jason Craig, Jacques Botha, Rowan Bouwer, Herman Nieuwoud, Jason Lewismoor, Blake Krieger, Dylan Visagi, Stefan Sparks, Ernest Basson, Pieter Grobler, JP Boetes, Pieter Geldenhuys, DeAndre Sparks, and Marnus du Plessis. So it was a bit of hectic racing and a lot of contact between the drivers while we wait for the next session to start, which will also be the finals for the evening. There's a little bit of a promo video from Maximum Effort, our main sponsor for this series. Well, Melvin, we are back for the finals for this evening. That was a bit of hectic racing in the second race. The guys are going all out trying to take the championship here. And unfortunately, it was a little bit too much contact there for our liking. And I'm pretty sure you had a bit of a word for them for tonight. So let's see. Hopefully, the finals will go better.
Yeah, probably not the best of races there. I know it's the final. I know there's a lot up for grabs, but these guys asked to race together and they completely lost it. We saw some guys just going bonkers and taking each other out in some bad manners. So hopefully it will go better this time round. Actually, I can't see any cars on the grid, so just going to try and reboot back in. Otherwise, you must just share. I think maybe you must just share your stream with me, and I'll try and follow from there. Let me try and rejoin one more time.
Well, Melvin, while you're busy rejoining, I'll start streaming my screen with you. And then, you've got a backup going as well for in case it doesn't come right. But my screen is live, so you can have a bit of a look there. And then we can get this race going. So, for the finals, we've got from first to last, we've got Dani van Rooyen, Blake Krieger, Conrad Jansen van Rensburg, Dennis Knutse, Dylan Visagie, Herman Nieuwoud, Hernes Basson, JB Botha, Jacques Botha, Jason Lewis Moore, Jason Nel, Martin Meintjies, Matthew van der Merwe, Pieter Geldenhuys, Pieter Grobler, Rowan Bouwers, and Stefan Sparks that is out on the track. So, Melvin, I actually also can't see any cars on the track at the moment, so I think there's a little bit of a problem on my side as well. I'm not sure what's going on. Can you see any cars on your side?
Nothing, man. No, I can't even load in at this stage. I think what it might be restarting the server. If you can maybe just try and contact him and ask him.
I'll quickly find out by him what's going on, and hopefully we can get this gremlin sorted again. Yeah, there is a little bit of a gremlin running around again, causing a bit of server issues, but we will have it sorted out shortly. So just stick with us and we can get this going in a little while. Sorry for the delay, guys. And Melvin, I've just got confirmation the server is open again, so we can rejoin and get this race going. The finals for the National Hot Rod Tour brought to you by SRA.
Okay, trying to load in there, Tommy. Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm sitting with the VR, so as I said before, it's difficult to watch it as I literally will myself up in the wire. So I've started dancing while commentating to just get over the wire. It's actually a funny thing to watch.
Well, Melvin, I can only imagine how you are dancing behind your rig or around your rig with the VR on and all the cables and things. So, guys, if you hear a kadoof and an ouch on the stream, then you know Melvin actually tripped over one of the wires and fell down.
Yeah, or the wife hit me because I'm too loud.
Well, one of the two. We'll have to see which one happens first.
Hey, she's bigger than me. Well, not actually. She's just as tall as me. And I'm not a short shit. Well, Tommy, now we see Dani starting in the lead, and he's just been quiet tonight. He's just been doing his business, getting up there. We've got Mr. Knutse, who I'm really impressed with. He's new to SRA. He's been doing a great job. I watched him in the previous stream. Yeah, I had some contact, but he tried to keep it clean. Jason Lewismore had a terrible race. Yeah, not a race to remember there. Then we've got Dylan Visagie in the light blue Peugeot, not his evening tonight as well. Actually, it's been pretty all over tonight, and not the final we would have expected. But this is the last one, and this is where the champion will be crowned. So hopefully they keep it clean now and try and get to the finish without too many incidents.
Yeah, no, definitely, Melvin. I really do hope that we'll be getting through this one in the best way possible. We've got about 40 seconds left before the race will start. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to watch this finals boil down this is what it all came down to. The last 2 months of racing. And this is it. This is for the champion. This is where it's all going to happen, eh, Melvin?
I think Dani's pretty much got it in the back. I mean, he's pulled up so many points. I'm not sure whether... Well, we've just lost the second place man. Hopefully that is not Blake Creer, because he is, I think, second in the championship. But he has been having a horrible evening tonight.
I know there's been some bad issues. Let's hope he can actually connect. And there he's back in the server. Let's hope that he's ready to start this race.
Again, he's gone. So there is definitely some connection issues. And as they pull off, Dani takes the lead immediately, and Knutse goes into second place. Jason Lewismore immediately in third place. I think he is pretty upset about what happened the previous race. And again, there's contact. JC Bottas just tries to ram the ambulance. Massive contact there. Jason Lewismore again in the wars. Peter Grobler off there into the tyre barrier. So things not going as planned. Dani comes through, he goes through the traffic, so he's starting to lap the guys at this stage.
Yes, Melvin, he's actually starting to lap the guys that went off of the track at the moment. There was a bit of contact at the start of the race, so we'll have to see what happens. I see there is a few guys that unfortunately disconnected with the start of the race and now busy rejoining. So I'm not too sure whether they'll be actually rejoining the track. It might be a bit of a problem if they try and rejoin, as there is cars all around the track, and just going onto the track will end up in massive problems. So I see some of them has disconnected again. So unfortunately we've lost a few drivers, but for now we've got some good racing going. We've got Dani in first, Dennis Knutse in second, right behind him. Then we've got Nieuwoud in third and Dylan Visagi in fourth position. And there's quite a gap between the drivers at the moment. Due to the accidents that happened, there was some gaps that got put in. So if everything goes well, this should be the standings that stays in the front of the race.
I mean, if you can give us an update on the standings. I know Dani's in the lead as he goes up in the inside of Steven Sparks. Who is running in second? It's one of the SSRL cars. Is that Blake or is that Jason L?
Well, Melvin, we've got Dani van Rooyen in first, Dennis Knutse in second in that VW of his. Then we've got Nieuwoud in third in the number 940. And then we've got Dylan Visagi right behind him in the 116 car, that light blue Peugeot of his. And then we've got Hernes Basson behind him. And right behind Hernes is Jason now, who's actually taken that position from Hernes as I was busy speaking about it. And Bottas also goes past Hernes at the moment. So now we've got Jason in fifth, Bottas in sixth, and Basson in seventh. And then we've got Stefan Sparks down in eighth, with Peter Grobler behind him in ninth, Matthew van der Merwe in 10th. But there's more than 20 laps to go, so I'm going to head back to the front of the pack. Dani is running away with this one. We've got Blake at a back marker that's trying to make up positions at the moment.
Blake is basically, he's gone for the clever move. He knows Dani's in the clear air tonight. Dani has avoided every single contact. He's kept his head clean. He's been running a superb race. My hat's off to him. Dani, through all the carnage, he wasn't in one single incident except for the race where he started right off the back, and I'm twirling myself up here. So Blake has decided, okay, let's try and bag some points. Get onto the back bumper of Dani and let Dani pull him through the traffic. And that's exactly what they're doing. You can see as Dani makes space, Blake just follows. And Blake is building up positions here.
No, well, he's not really building up positions as of yet, but as they are lapping, he is actually unlapping as well as gaining position. So yes, that is a very clever move that Blake is busy pulling, because the back markers has to give away for Dani coming from behind. And he's just right on his bumper, so he just takes that gap as well with him.
That's a clever ball game. That's why he was crowned the genetic champ earlier this week. Sadly for him, that won't be the case tonight, as I'm sure Dani is going to bag this one. Unless he runs out of fuel or blows the engine on that Fiesta, which will not happen. Dani is crowned the SRA Oval Tour champ at this stage. And you can see Dani lets him go. So Dani is also playing a mind game. He lets Blake now take the traffic, and he's going to just come through. He's just going to keep his head clear. So Dani is playing a mind game here, and he's one of my big friends, and that guy is exceptionally clever when it comes to oval racing. He knows exactly what to do, when to do it, and it's shown tonight.
No, definitely. I'm going to jump here to Blake Krieger, who is now currently in 10th position. He is trying his best to chase down Matthew van der Merwe, but I think if I'm not wrong, he might be 2 laps down. So it's going to take a bit to actually catch up. But he is unlapping himself as he's passing Jacques Botha at the moment, who is currently running in 5th position, with Donnie just following right behind him, trying to see if he can just, get through the traffic safely as well.
These guys are actually, well, not enemies, but they are in hard combat and they're working together here to get through the traffic. That's actually quite strange. Looking at Dennis Knutzer, I mean, this guy, I think only his 2nd or 3rd race, and he is absolutely killing it. I would love to see him on the circuit racing that we're going to have from here onwards, and what a brilliant drive from him tonight again.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's new with us as well. He's done a few races of us, but mostly in the oval track. So it's going to be interesting to see how he actually performs in the main circuit with us, or in the circuit racing with us. But I'm pretty sure he will also be doing quite well.
He'll be quick. He'll definitely be quick. That is for sure. And we see now Jason Lewismore coming up on Hannes Basson, Peter Grobler right up behind them, Stephen Parks with them. So there's a pack of cars. And, well, Hannes moves out of the way. He doesn't want any of this. Peter braking for him. The guy's trying to keep it clean now. These are the hard hits remaining. These are the guys that regularly race together, and you can see it. They're in close contact. They're racing together. There's no contact. They give space for the faster cars. There is position changes, but no contact whatsoever. This is the racing we would like to see.
Yes, and as I switched over to Dennis, he lost it coming out of the turn there, but did rejoin the track safely without losing any positions. But unfortunately, he did open up the gap for Peter Grobler to actually get a bit closer to him. But Peter has also got some guys in front of him that still separates him from Dennis at the moment. So it's going to be a bit difficult to catch up and get that position back from him.
When the guys know that there is a lot of points up for grabs, just finish the race, get to the end. No more heroics. Donnie keeping it clean. You can see Blake is still pushing it. He's going for every single move. And I think he just passed Matthew. If he hasn't, I can assure you if that's Jason, he's going to try and hold up Matthew while Blake tries to get 1 or 2 points more. But I think Blake just passed Matthew and he's up onto Grobis.
Well, Blake is actually at the moment running in 11th position with Hannes Basson in front of him in 10th, Stefan Sparks in 9th, Matthew van der Merwe in 8th, Peter Grobler in 7th, Dennis Visagie in 6th, Jacques Botha 5th, Jason Nell in 4th, Devout in 3rd, Dennis Knutzer in 2nd, and Donnie van Rooyen in 1st position. And Melvin, if everything goes well, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the finishing positions as well. We have a few DNFs, unfortunately. JP Botha, Martin Meintjes, Jason Loosmoor and Conrad Janssen van Rensburg did not finish this race, which is quite sad because I think Martin Meintjes was quite high up in the standings for the championship. So he unfortunately did lose out on this one. And the National Hot Rod Tour champion will be crowned as Donnie van Rooyen as he is about to finish this race and take that championship for himself.
So he came and conquered. Well, in actual fact, he doesn't win anything tonight. He just gets a discount on his sponsors. So with that said, end of the championship, it was a hard-fought battle. Tonight, not what we expected, to be honest. For those watching, sorry guys. It's what you call petrol head fever. They tend to lose it a bit when the heat gets on. But Donnie kept it cool. He was the main sponsor of the event. He brought the idea. He had Peter Grobis build this Fiesta for him at a cost of $2,500. And what an absolute season for the guy. He literally ruled the roost. He was on the podium every single race. Blake right up there tonight, it went completely wrong for him. But again, then on Sunday, these two guys added every single league. If you go back from where they started, they are head-to-head every single time. And I'm going to try and pull Donnie in here, see if we can get a word or two with him. Hopefully he'll chat to us. Cool, calm, and collected. And what a drive from Mr. Oval himself.
No, definitely. There was a bit of contact there in the race, but not as bad as the second race. So I have to say hats off to the guys that was racing the finals. Was very well done. But we've got the champion from the National Hot Rod Tour in the commentating booth with us. Donnie, how was it out there tonight?
Finally, it's finished. No, it was a bit hectic. The thing is, the guys, they don't run in this environment with all the cars, and I think that's a thing that we need to check and work on in the next league that we do, so that the guys can get used to not more than 10 cars, because the English guys on our factor and everywhere, they run 20 cars, and there's no bumping and crashing like this. So it's just a thing that the guys must get used to it.
Donnie, we were talking about it on the stream earlier. You came into this, you knew you had to grab the points, you had a pretty good lead. You kept your head clean. That Fiesta is still in mint condition, not a single scratch on it. Don't know how you did it. What was actually fun is we spoke about it on the stream. You and Blake, well, arch rivals, so to speak, big, massive championship contenders, and you started working together. Even though he was late, he used you to get through the traffic, and then you let him go, and then you used him to get through the traffic.
Exactly. The thing is, the guys don't understand that you need to work together, even though you're racing against each other. If you work together, it gets a lot easier.
Well, Donnie, congratulations from my side. Second race wasn't so good for most of the guys. You get to clean. I do not know how, but well done. And as I said, you don't really win any money tonight. You do take the grand prize, but you just get a discount on your sponsor, to be honest. But,
yeah.
Donnie, you said this is what you were working towards, and hopefully it won't be the end where we see you. You've become one of the strongest competitors on track, on circuit racing, and hopefully we will see you back again.
I'm here to stay, Melvin. You're not going to get me to go that easy.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you, man.
Thanks a lot, eh?
Cheers, Donnie.
Bye-bye.
Well, we're going to pull Blakey in here. He is with us in the commentary booth. I can assure you he is not a happy chappy. Blake, not a good night tonight. I was watching the stream. You were hammered all over there. The last race, I was speaking to Donnie now. You guys, even though you are arch rivals, you got basically together unknowingly as a team, and you started working the traffic. Sadly, you lost the championship tonight, but you are still the SRA Janetta champion and on the podium for the ovals. What's your thoughts, buddy?
No, this series has been in all excellent, so competitive. There were a few hiccups that have affected the championship, obviously. So that's a very big disappointment. But that last race, I had so much fun. I pushed. I didn't bump anyone. I got through the pack very aggressively. Ugly, actually, but I had nothing to lose. But yeah, it was clean. And yeah, I pushed Donnie. Donnie knew I was 2 laps behind because I loaded in with some sound errors. So I started from the pits. I had to wait 30 seconds. And I came back and still got 9th or so. I shouldn't have really joined, but I found a gap where I didn't affect anyone's race, so I took it.
What was really interesting is, as we said earlier, we were watching the stream, and you decided, okay, Donnie has got the blue flags, so they're going to move for him, and you got right up his bumper.
I wanted to follow him through. Yeah.
You followed him through, and he saw your plan, and he decided, okay, no, you're going to take the traffic.
Yeah, then he said, no, wait, you 1 lap behind, or 2 laps probably. Don't put pressure on me. I don't want to make a mistake. So he let me go through the bugger. So I said, well, Donnie, hang on to me, but I'll try and make a gap. But
that was like that was racing. That was so you guys made the last race fun to watch.
That's what I was thinking. I said at least that was at least the only bit that once everyone settled in, or the aggression or adrenaline, I should call it, building up to this final. The last race was really how we normally drive. So hopefully no one will judge us by the first 2 races.
Yeah, the first race was fine. Second race, obviously not so much. But
yeah, it was a bit lucky at it there.
But with 20 cars on track and the guys not used to it, it's going to happen. Sadly, it was streamed, so but nonetheless, we had fun. We had the championship called. Next up
Yes.
is the mini league. For
Yes.
those listening in Sunday, we've got a handicap race, which should be an interesting thing for
That sounds
fast guy
very
like you.
interesting. Yes, yeah. So we'll all start with split thumbs behind each other, so that by the
Yeah.
last lap, I think you said we should all be on top of each other if you're consistent.
Well, that's the idea. That's
Yeah.
the idea. Well,
But yeah,
guys,
guys, thank you. Sorry to interrupt you, Melvin. Just from on behalf of all the drivers and that, I know guys are aggravated when something doesn't go their way or it doesn't work out. But in the whole, never take offense. Everything is flipping fantastic. Without you guys, what hobby do we have? So thank you truly from the bottom of our hearts. It's always good fun. Thank you.
have a brandy and enjoy the evening.
I had a couple already.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, bye.
Ciao.
Oh, Melvin, in the booth with us as well. I'm not sure if he can hear us and if he's willing to speak to us. We've got Peter Grobler here as well, who was one of the biggest masterminds behind this league. Was the builder of the
Peter-
cars. He was the creator of the tracks. He was basically what made this event happen. So Peter, just thank you for that. And
Ons gaan
Cannot-
sommer terug oor Afrikaans toe. Ek ken vir ou Pieter.
ja, nee, dit ook.
Die oudste member in SRA buite ander Pieter Grobler. Die Pieter vat oor. Ons gaan SRA hernoem na SRP toe. Simreis Pieter. Pieter,
Ja,
die league is oor. Ek dink ons almal is redelik verlig want dit was taaf.
ja,
Maar die karre was amazing.
ja, ek dink dit was net genoeg en ek dink ons is almal bly ons maak vanaand klaar. Dit was bietjie hektiek om die goeders bymekaar te hou en bymekaar te almal se positiwiteit bietjie te lig. Daar was bietjie negativiteit vanaand op die server, maar soos Dani gesê, dis maar omdat daar te veel ouens op een slag was en ouens is gewoond daaraan nie. Maar ek dink hulle het bietjie 'n wake-up call gehad. Ek het bietjie lelik met hulle gepraat. So hulle het bietjie wakker geskrik daar en ek sien dit het darm bietjie gehelp vir die laaste final. Die ouens het dit bietjie skoner gehou en bietjie meer met respek gery. Dis wat ons gewoond is en dis wat ons wil hê. Ek wil net vir Dani sê baie dankie vir alles wat hy gedoen het vir ons in hierdie toer. Hy's 'n major sponsor gewees en hy het klomp geld vir ons ingesamel. Baie geluk ook met die wen vir hom. En dan vir julle twee wat hier in die boef sit en altyd kak praat hierso met al die mense. Baie dankie vir julle dat julle bietjie vir ons die streaming kon gegee het. Ek dink die ouens hou baie daarvan. En dan nog vir Warwick, Pel, baie dankie vir hardloop van die servers. Sonder jou en die servers sou dit 'n boggerop gewees het. Ons het bietjie almal se temperament getoets hierdie afgelope tyd. So ek dink ons gaan bietjie rus vir nou en dan sal ons bietjie kyk of ons meer kan ry en bietjie minder kan organise. Maar baie dankie vir almal en dankie vir die drywers.
Definitief. Pieter, ons gaan, ja, soos jy sê, die ouens wat op SRA is, die ouens wat kyk, as jy hierdie wil koop, join in, ons gaan hiervan af massive fundraiser sê. Ek is bitter excited oor Sondag se handicap race waar ons die stadige ouetjies voorstaan laat begin. En ons vinniger ouens moet agter begin en ons moet dit vir 'n slag op die baan hou en nie oor die curbs en oor die klippe en oor die tyres en hard ry nie. Jy moet dit konstant hou. So dit gaan interessant wees. En ons het dit vanaand gesien met die ouens wat die laaste heat gery het. Dit was die ouens wat altyd saam ry. Jy kon sien die ouens het mekaar geken, het mooi saam gery. So that's why we ask of you guys. If you do fun service, join in, have fun. But yet you learn to drive with your competitor. And that makes for clean racing and that makes sim racing so much more fun.
Oh, well, Melvin, I can agree on that one. I mean, you can go out and you can drive in front and you can run away with the race, but that's not always fun. I mean, to be in a battle with 3 or 4 or 5 cars swapping positions the whole time, being able to go through a corner too wide and keeping it clean, that is something that you cannot explain. You cannot put it into words. I mean, I had that battle last night in a race with Peter Grobler and Peter Geldenhuys, and I mean, it was so amazing to be able to go 3 cars wide into a turn, no contact, no bumping, nothing. But like you said, it comes from racing with the people. It comes from knowing their driving style, and the only way to get to do that is by joining in the fun lobbies and the fun servers, and just get out there more with the people and get to know them, get to know their driving styles. It improves your own style as well as theirs, and it makes for so much more interesting and close racing. It's undescribable to sit in a race and you've got that 4 or 5 cars that you're constantly battling with in the entire race through, and you can actually keep it clean the entire night.
Ja, ek wil saamstem daar met Tommy. Jy weet jy, dis baie lekker as Tommy nou terug van toe hy begin het. Het ek en hy 'n paar oefensessies gedoen en ek het hom gesê kom ons ry saam en ons druk mekaar deur die draaie. Leer net die ou se lyne en kom net agter. Dis nie net alles van aggression nie. Jy moet bietjie terughou partykeer, kyk waar die ouens die foute maak en presies soos gisterand gebeur het. Ons het almal saam gery, niemand het iemand gebump of enigiets nie. Dit was uitmuntende racing en dis al wat ons soek.
En nee, dit is baie waar, Pieter. Ek meen as jy kyk na waar ek begin het 'n jaar terug en waar ons is vandag, dis 'n groot verskil. Ek meen ek het in die ring geklim en ek het gedink ek kan ry en toe besef ek, shit, ek kan eintlik nie. So ek moet sê dankie vir julle. Ek meen Melvin, Pieter, Warwick, julle mense vat ons almal wat nuut is in sim racing as ook die mense wat bietjie meer gesout is in dit en julle help ons om nog steeds te verbeter en nog beter te raak in die vorige of hoe verder 'n mens aanry en hoe beter 'n mens raak en hoe beter almal raak hoe meer competitive is die racing. So en ons almal wil tog voorry, maar jy moet iewers begin en julle set die pace vir ons en julle help ons verskriklik baie om daarby uit te kom. Sonder julle is SRA nie moontlik nie. So ek moet vir julle sê baie dankie Pieter, Melvin, Warwick, julle is die founding members van SRA en julle doen ongelooflike werk vir ons. Baie dankie vir alles wat julle vir ons doen.
Boys, thanks for all. I think that's it for tonight. Tommy, thanks for jumping in again. Trustmarker. Thank you for everything, guys. What a series. Ups and downs. Next up, Mini Cup. Some serious fun events coming up, and we'll keep you posted as we go.
No, definitely. Melvin, thank you for joining in the commentating booth. Pieter, baie dankie. Warwick, vir julle ook baie dankie. Mense, wees veilig. Dis donderdag aand, môre is Vrydag, dan het ons ongelukkig nou nie nog 'n lang naweekie, maar dis ten minste naweek. Geniet julle naweek, geniet die week en ons sien julle op die volgende stream.
Cheers, boys.
Dis Melvin, cheers Pieter.